This AI agent can see, speak, and think for themselves without even writing a single line of code. So let's see the demo. Let me write a message in a Telegram saying that, hey, how are you? And we get a response, I am doing well. Thanks. And how about you? It not only works with the text messages, it also worked with the voice message. So let me show you that. Hey, what are you doing? And how is your day going on? And it not only takes the voice into consideration, but also replies in voice. So now as we can see, we got a reply in voice. So let's see what does it say.
I'm here to assist you and I'm ready to help. How's your day going?
So as you can see, it understands the text, it understands the voice, it also understands the image that we'll give to him, and it will also understand what we are writing in the caption. So let me show you the demo for that. As you can see, we are passing this photo and we are also asking what is written in this photo. So it will understand what is there in the image and it will also answer what we have asked in the question for that image. So let's see what does it reply. So now as we can see, it is properly written that the text in the image read LangChain. There are also several icons representing different format and platform include PDF, HTML, Markdown, Google Drive, Microsoft Word, and the YouTube icon. So you can see that this AI agent not only understands the text, it also understands the voice which we are seeing, and it will also understand the image that we are passing and what kind of question you are passing for the image. So if you want to see how do we build this AI agent, this smart AI agent integrated with the Telegram, so stick till the end because this video is going to be amazing, because you are going to learn so many different kind of things, that how does it work, everything, how does a different flow work, and how does the routing and everything works over here. So if you like such kind of a content, please subscribe to my channel because I mix a lot of videos around this domain, and don't forget to send it to your friends. So let's get into the video. So this is a workflow which we are going to make today. Don't worry, I'll be showing you each and every node step by steps. So first we need is a Telegram trigger. So we'll search for Telegram and then trigger and on message. We need a credential to connect. So I have already my credential, but it's very simple. Okay. And we need a trigger on message. So let's do the test step. So it is on and we can write message over here. Hey there. And we can see that we got a message. And then let's add the brain for all this thing. So let's add the AI agent. And we need a message, what kind of message user is sent. So for that, we'll make it defined below and this hey message. And let's test this. And it is saying that it must be connected with the brain for that, which is LLM. So we need to connect the chat model. I'll use OpenAI. And I think it's fine for 4.0 mini for me. Okay. And we can use, instead of 4.0 mini, you can use 4.1, which is cheaper and much smarter. Okay, and we'll need a simple memory to have all the memory all the conversation that we already had. And for the session ID, what we can do is we can define from the chat ID, that will be best session ID for this thing. And from Telegram trigger, what we can do, we can have this chat ID which will have the sessions, and let's make the context window as 10, so it will remember last 10 conversation which we had. Okay, and that's it, I think so. So let's test it again. So as you can see, we are getting the response over here. Hello, how are you? And we can customize more to this. What we can do is that inside the system message, you are a helpful assistant. To tell him the name who is talking with him, you can say, we can add this thing which tells that the user name is this and we are using username from here. Okay. So if we do the test steps, it will respond as, hey Lakshit, how is this going? What can I help you with? Sounds amazing, right? Yeah. Let's go to the next step. Now let's send this message to Telegram again. So from Telegram, what we'll do, we'll have and send a message. So it will be send a text message and we'll connect the same account. And we want to send a message from OpenAI output part over here. And we'll have a text. Then chat ID will be from the Telegram trigger, which we had. And everything would remain same. Let's do test steps. If you go to Telegram, we can see we have got this message. If we don't want this thing, we can go in the workflow. Inside this, add field, append, trigger it off. Test steps, and we can see we got the same message without the automatic appendation of n8n. So our now normal text is working. So now let's integrate the voice part. So for that, what we'll do, we'll get the same input from the Telegram trigger. So for that, let's go over here and let's pass the voice. So for that, let's come over here and start the workflow. Pass the voice. Hey, how are you? What's your name? So now as we can see, it got the message over here, but if we see, it failed in the AI agent part because it is not customized for the voice part. It is only customized for the text part. So what we'll do, we'll need a switch over here where it will understand that we are getting the text message or the voice message. in the voice message, you can see that there is a node of voice. So we need to accordingly route this thing. So for that, what we'll do, we'll add a node over here, which is called a switch node. And in this switch, we'll assign the routing rule. So if there is a voice node, if there is a voice object, so what we'll do is equal to object exist, then we'll rename it to voice. Okay, then test tab, then we can see it went to this part. So we don't need this thing. So and we'll add one more thing. So if there is kind of text part, so we don't see the text, so let's go over here and write a text. Hey there. So now as you can see in that, if whenever the text is coming, we'll get this text part over here. So we'll add another routing rule inside. We'll check if there is a text part. Okay, if there is a string, this exist is equal to string exist, then we'll rename it to text test steps. So now you can see we have the two routing part. The one is for the text and one is for the voice. So we'll connect text part with this thing because it was working properly. So now let's add the routing for the voice message. So for that, let's get a voice message. So let's go to Telegram and let's say, hey, this is the test message. So now we have sent the message. We'll go in the workflow. We'll text the workflow. You can see that we have got the voice message, and you can see there is a one item over here. So to understand this item, let's go to Telegram. In the file action, we'll get a file. Then we'll connect this file with this thing, and we'll add the credential. And in the file ID from the Telegram, we can see that inside the voice, we'll have a file ID. We'll add the file ID over here. And we can see in the test steps, we have the file. Okay, so we have got the file over here. So now we need to transcribe this file from voice to text. So for that, we'll be using OpenAI. We'll go for over here, search for OpenAI. Inside OpenAI, we'll transcribe a recording, and we'll have a connect your account, then audio, transcriber data, keep everything same over here. Let's do the test step, and you can see we got the message, hey, this is the test message. So it is working properly fine over here. So now let's connect this thing. We'll connect this part with this agent tool over here. So but now if you notice, we are facing a problem over here. So it is expecting a JSON.message or text, but from here we are getting the only text part over here. So whenever we get a message from this thing, it is coming in the form of message.text. So what we need to do, we need to convert this thing to normal text part. So for this thing, we'll come over here, add the edit node. Let's rename it to set node and rename it. So now let's connect this part. We need to have a text message. So for that, let's go to Telegram. Let's send the message. Let's send it. Let's come over here, test workflow. Now you can see we got a text message. Now we need to convert this message in the form of normal text. So let's get that value. So we'll get a value from here. Let's convert into text. Now if you see, we are getting the text. Now inside this thing, we will be just looking for the normal JSON.text and we'll reply it. Now we're getting an error in the simple memory part because we have changed the message over there as well. So from this thing, we will not be getting from JSON.message.chat. We will only getting from JSON.chat. Let's go to the Telegram part. In this thing, we can see we are getting message from here. So let's remove this part. Let's add this thing. Wait a second. Let's add this thing. And now we are good to go. Let's test the step. And yeah, in the JSON simple memory part also, you can see that chat ID doesn't exist. So for that thing, we need to run it again. So we'll run this step. We are getting the message. Now let's add that chat ID. So for that thing, we'll drag and drop this part. Let's remove this, drag and drop. And now we are getting the same message. Let's now test it. Now as you can see, we are getting an amazing message over here. So everything is working properly fine. So let's test for the voice part as well. Hey, how are you? What are you doing? Now as you can see, everything is going properly and we got the message. And let's see what we got the message. And we got the message, hey Lakshit, I am here and ready to help you out with anything you need. So we can see we are getting the message in the text format, but we need the message in the normal voice format which we are sent for. So for that thing, what we'll do, now we'll add a if node over here. If we are getting a text, then go and directly send to the in the text format. If we are getting a voice format, then send the voice message in a voice format. So for that thing, we'll need a if node. Inside if, we'll add a condition that whenever we are getting the voice message, if there is a voice exist, so is object exist, then it's true. Okay, then let's test this step. So we are getting the voice message, then it is a true. If it is a false, then we'll directly send the message to the Telegram. because it means it is a normal text message. But it is true, then we need to convert the message into the voice message. Yeah, so for that thing, what we'll do, we'll add a node over here, OpenAI. Inside the OpenAI, we'll generate audio. For generation of audio, everything will remain the same over here. Inside the text input, what we can do, we can just get a text from the AI agent and just add it over here, and you can choose your own voice. There are different voice over here, whichever you like, you can choose it over here. I'll keep the default, and let's do the test step. As you can see, we got the data file, so it's working properly. So now we need to send this data file to the Telegram. Let's add the Telegram node. Let's go to the Telegram, and then let's select send a audio file. Then turn on the binary file. We'll select the Telegram because we need the chat ID. We'll go to the Telegram trigger part, and we'll be looking for the chat ID. Sorry, not Telegram. Go to the switch part, because from the switch we got the chat ID. So we'll have a chat ID over here. We'll keep this binary file on because we have generated a binary file, and we'll just change the credential to the channel to which we are sending the ID. Let's test tab, and you can see the message has gone. Inside Telegram, we can see we have got the audio file. Let's listen to it.
Hey Lakshit, I'm here and ready to help you out with anything you need. Since I'm an AI, I don't really do things unless you ask. So right now, I'm just waiting to chat with you.
So now you can see that we are done with the text part and with the audio part. Now another thing which is remaining is the image part. So I hope you like the video. So please press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment your feedback and suggestion. It will help me a lot. So let's go for the image part. So for that thing, you understand, I think you got it right. We need another switch which will identify is it a voice, text, or image. So for that, let's send the image first. So you can see we are sending this image. So let's don't write first anything. Let's send it. So now as you can see, we got the image. Inside the switch, it got failed because it is neither a voice nor it is a text. So we need to add another routing rule which will identify if it is a photo or not. So you might be seeing there are multiple photos, photo 0, 1, 2, and 3. But we only send the one photo. So why there are multiple photos over here? So in Telegram, it by default send the same photo in different resolutions. It's all photo 0, photo 1, photo 2, photo 3. All are the same photos but in different resolution. So you can use however you want. So you can see photo 0 is the smallest photo with a width of 9051. Photo 1 is the bigger than that. Photo 2 is bigger than that. So photo 3 is bigger than that, and photo 4 is the highest quality. According to the resolution you send, it will have multiple resolutions over there. If my file would have been less resolution, then photo 4 might not exist. So we need a photo 2 which will almost be there. Okay, so we'll drag and drop the photo 2 over here, and we'll see for it does it exist for or not. So we won't be sending the photo 2 because we'll be sending the photo array over here, and we need to see does this array exist or not. So for that thing, we'll go to the array, and inside array we'll search for exist part, and if it exists, then we need to output image as image. Let's do the test tab, and we can see we got in the image output over here. So now we need a third rule for the image part. So first thing is we need to get the image. So for that, we'll go to the Telegram, and we can see we have not renamed it over here. That's a very bad practice. I also did over here, but you never follow that thing because naming not only helps you, but it also helps n8n to identify it. So let's go over here. Let's right click and rename. We'll rename to what does it do? It does a get file. So get file. And let's rename part. Okay, so now we need to add for we were on the image part. So for the image, we need to get the image. For that, let's add the image. Let's go to the Telegram. Then we'll search for the get a file. We'll keep everything same, just add the file ID over here. So for the file ID, we'll drag and drop the photo 2 file ID. Let's drag and drop over here. Let's do the test tab. So now you can see it is telling wrong file ID or file is temporarily not available. So for let's see why it is giving the error. It is giving this error because the channel is wrong. So we need to go agent vision and let's test tab again. And as you can see, we got the proper file over here. So now once we got the file, now we need to identify what is going inside the file. So for that, let's connect, let's first rearrange this thing. There is an amazing part over here. So we can click on this brush tool, which will do the neatness for you. So let's go over here and then let's add let's understand what is going inside the image. So for that, we'll add an OpenAI node. Inside this, we'll search for generator image and analyze the image. We'll do the analyze the image. Analyze the image. We are asking what is in the image. So we'll make it customized. For now, let's keep it the same. What's in the image, and let's do the URL. So from the we don't have the URL. We have the binary file. So for that, we'll go in the image type. Go search for the binary file. Let's keep everything the same, and let's do the test step, which will give an error. And we got an error. Oh, okay, this is not the error. First we need to select the model. So let's select the model of GPT-4o, okay, and we'll do the test step and it will give an error. And we got an error because it is saying that it is having an invalid meme file. I don't know how does it sound, me, but it is a MIME type, okay. But why it is giving this error? Because OpenAI wants the meme type as a JPEG or JPG something, but Telegram is giving me application octet stream file over here. So we need to convert this meme to proper format which OpenAI accepts. So for that thing, we'll add a code node over here. Let's search for code and just drag and just write this code which I'm writing over here, because I got from the online, because you don't need to understand anything. It's just converting the file. So it's just a simple file. It just take the extension of which the file is there and converts properly. So let's do the test step. So now as you can see, earlier it was application octet stream. Now it's converted image, JPEG, which OpenAI accepts. So it is working properly. Now let's go to the OpenAI. Let's rename it. So yeah, I'm forgetting again, but you don't forget. I also try to do it. We will learn together. That's my motto. Okay, let's rename it and rename, and we'll rename this part as well. So now over here, and let's rename this also. Okay, now let's analyze the image and let's see what does it give. Now as you can see, it is giving a proper message and everything. Now we need to send this message to Telegram. So for that, we'll connect this node over here, but you will see some discrepancy over here. So in Telegram, we can see it is not working properly. Okay, and it is also expecting a JSON.output file, but we are sending some different file format over here. It is sending content file, so we need to convert into output part. So we'll add a node. We'll do a set field. So let's rename this thing set field. So we'll get a message. We'll get a file from OpenAI. This is the content part, and we'll convert it to output and test step. And now it got a proper output, and inside this thing you can see it is working properly. Now the only problem is the chat ID part over here. So for the chat ID, I think we need to run it again, or we can get, yeah, you can get a chat ID from the switch part. So let's remove this and let's add the chat ID part over here. And I think we need to run everything again, because it will then run properly. So let's do one thing. Let's test workflow and let's go Telegram and append the image. Let's send this image. Inside the workflow, you can see it is going. Now it will go over here. Then it will go over here, and inside the Telegram web, we got the proper message. Now how to ask question regarding the image. So for that thing, what we'll do, so let's send the image again and let's write the message also. So let's send the message image. So let's write. So we'll do one thing. We'll come over here and we'll run this node Telegram trigger. Inside Telegram trigger, when we'll go over here, we can see that with each and every image at the end, we are getting a caption part over here. So we are getting a caption. So we need to ask OpenAI specific question, what is there inside the caption. So we'll go to the analyze image part, and instead of hard codingly writing what's in the image, so we'll go to the expression part. Okay, let's make it big. Let's do one thing. Then let's go to the Telegram part. Let's drag and drop the caption part. Since we know that caption is optional, okay, it won't always be there. So for that, we need to add the double pipe, and let's write some default message. A default message, it could be what is in the image. Okay, so if this caption part is not there, then this will always work. Okay, and let's go again to the switch part. Then we'll let's get a file. Let's convert it to meme type. Then let's analyze the image. Let's do the test step. So now as you can see, we're getting the proper message over here. Let's do the edit step. Then let's send the message to Telegram. So now as you can see, we are getting the proper message over here. So now everything is working properly. So now Telegram works with the voice message. It works with the text message. So it also works with the image file with the customized caption, or you can say whatever question you want to ask. So let's run each and everything from scratch and let's understand how it works properly. So now let's do one thing. Let's put everything into the production mode. So let's turn this active part, and we'll see everything working in the production mode instead of coming again and again and turning and clicking the test workflow. So let's go over here. Let's start with the normal text. So we can see we have written this message. It is understanding that, hey, Lakshit. So that's my name. I'm here and ready to chat. Your name is Lakshit. Thanks for asking. How can I assist you? So now let's talk with him in the voice part. Who told you that my name is Lakshit? Is there something fishy going on over here? So we have sent this message. Let's wait for the reply. So now as you can see, we got a reply. Let's hear it.
No worries, Lakshit. You mentioned your name earlier in our conversation. Specifically, you shared it in the information you
See, so how smart it is. It is able to understand that I have shared my name in the earlier conversation, or it is getting in my name from the Telegram. Now let's share the image. Let's ask him which color is in the background. Let's send it. So we got a simple, sweet and simple message. The background color is in dark blue. How smart it is. So this is only the tip of iceberg, which I have showed you what you can do with the Telegram and integrate with the n8n workflow. And not just Telegram, it could be integrated with the WhatsApp, it could be integrated with the Slack, it could be integrated with the Gmail. You think about it and it can be done with that. So this is just my contribution, telling you what are the possibilities that can be done in the n8n, and I'll be also giving you so many different ideas if you stick to my channel. So let's have a long-term relationship, because I am going to make so many different kind of videos which you can't imagine, which also I can't imagine, because what all new technology will come, I'll make a video on that. So stick to my channel, send it to your friend who are learning this kind of amazing automation stuff, and subscribe to my channel, like and comment your feedback and suggestion. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.